Hi, it's me, Silver the Whack. Why am I whack? Because I am whack. Today I am here with the tiniest, most rustic cup of coffee you'll ever see. Oh, it's still smoking. That's because it's cold. It's perfectly still drinkable. Man, this taste brings me back. This is made of, I'm not sure what to call it. It's made of metal. The kind of metal that doesn't get rusty. Yes. Anyway, I have found out that I can check Discord while filming. Yay! On the computer. Let me send you a folded hands emoji, thank you. And I'll reply in real time. Oh. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's pull this into bigger size. Yeah, I hope that your stuff goes well. I don't want to give out too many details in case it's kind of a secret. But I hope it goes well. I just asked, not exactly out of curiosity, but out of risk assessment, because I am one of those people who knows things just because I know things, since things happen around me, and yeah, I know. I know because people where I live like to share a lot, and this isn't a complaint, because it helps me, like for example, reassure people when things get hard, or when they have like a medical emergency or something of the sort, like just an anecdote, because that's what we do here. Espresso gone. Anyway, anecdotal. Sorry, my meds have not quite hit yet. Sorry. But so my male progenitor had a stroke in 2015, and I don't consider him anything but a burden, and I'm not the only one who does. So he went to several rehab centers. Right? Let me pause a second. Something going on. I don't get what. I'm back. Yeah, so that was a bit more complicated than I thought. Usually it's just people talking about random things, but apparently this time it was serious. Some kids from the university that I attend passed in a car related accident. Yeah, kinda. I don't really know what to say. There's nothing to say in situations like this, but yeah, apparently it was pretty bad. Obviously it was pretty bad, but yeah, I thought they were just being annoying as usual, but this time they actually had something to say. Yeah. But what I was saying was that because of that experience with rehab centers for people who'd had, well, accidents and stuff like that, I met many amazing people, and I learned a lot of things with them. And so when my friend's dad had a stroke, just from the way she was describing it, I knew that he would make a full recovery. Like, if not full, at least 98%. Because it was caught immediately, and he was already on medication, so yeah, it only affected his speech for a bit and his memory as well, but that was last year or so. It wasn't too long ago. It wasn't a year ago, I know that, but I was like, yeah, it'll be fine before Christmas. And that was right. Not to brag or anything, I've seen many cases like that. And in this case, this one never fully recovered, like, not even half. Literally not even half. Because he was paralyzed on the left side, which means that the speech was not affected at all. In case you don't know, that's how strokes work. If the left side of the body is the one affected, like the one paralyzed, the speech is normally not affected. If the right side is not affected, if it's the right side that's affected, the speech is affected. Sometimes people become aphasic, like my uncle. He became nonverbal basically, but he already had child palsy or whatever the hell it's called. Like, he was born and he wasn't breathing, and they thought he was dead. But my grandma, God rest her, today is actually her birthday, so happy birthday, Grandma. I was already checking photographs and stuff when I woke up, and I had some dreams. I'm not going to get into that. They weren't bad, so it's fine. But my grandma noticed that he wasn't dead, and they rescued him then, but it was already kind of too late to avoid the micro strokes that caused the paralysis. And he didn't really walk until he was 4, and I think he started walking because a doctor injected his legs with something. Don't ask what, because I don't know. But what happened was that in no time he was up and walking. And even now, is over 60 now, and he lost mobility after the actual stroke that left him nonverbal. Before that, he just had a stutter that got better when he was inebriated. Let's say that this was never really cared for. Like, if he'd been seen by specialists, he would have had a better quality of life. But this happened in the 60s, and my family is and has always been poor, so they never did much about it. My grandma just took him to this doctor who injected him with this whatever on the legs, and he started walking. And the story is a bit more tragic than that, because he had a twin. The twin did not have child paralysis or palsy or whatever the hell it's called. I really don't know. The twin didn't have it, but the twin passed. He was hit by a lorry when he was 6, and that also happened in the 60s, I would say. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, must have been 1967. And it was my aunt's birthday, and they were all going to cross the highway on that day. My grandma didn't want them to go with her because she was going somewhere, and she didn't want them to go with her, but they were all with her because it was my aunt's birthday. And the ADHD and hyperactive mind and body stuff runs in the family, and this child was very active, and apparently, according to what they say, my grandma said that after that car passed, meaning the lorry or truck if you're in America, and I'm watching this for whatever reason, will pass. That's what my grandma said. She said after that car passes, will pass, but she meant the lorry. And yeah, a car passed, but it wasn't that car. She meant the lorry, and so he was holding my aunt's hand, and he got free of my aunt's hand and ran into the middle of the highway.
Tens grafeno?
No.
Nenhum?
No such thing as privacy in this home. But yeah, I was being asked if I had ibuprofen. I don't. Yeah, so that's what happened. And yeah, well, this happened before my mom was born, so she doesn't remember this sibling at all. But we have my uncle. They were real twins, not the kind of twin that comes in a different bag. I'm not sure what it's called. And yeah, my uncle has been very nervous his entire life, and he never wanted help from anyone, and I never asked, but I kind of can imagine the kind of thing that people would say in their grief. And a 6-year-old will not have taken that well, especially because my uncle was never like mentally impaired. It was all physical. So when he was inebriated and stuff, he spoke a lot better. There was hardly any stutters, and even walked better. And even now, even before, like before the stroke, he never he never liked to walk when people were watching, and it's the same now. And I think that nervousness comes from, being told things or hearing things. I don't know. But yeah, well, this became a bit heavier. I am sorry. This should be something uplifting. Let's try to make it a bit uplifting just to end this. I made this yesterday. It's a pouch, a strawberry themed pouch. Looks like this inside, looks like this on the bottom. Has a drawstring, which also has a strawberry. And yeah, I made this. And I'm planning on making a kind of spa set, like a poof, a shower poof, and a couple more things, and putting them inside. I'm trying to sell it. I have not had much luck with the top that I made, but I was trying to make like a headband kind of thing, but this isn't good. This is too tight. The string, the base chain is too tight. And yes, I could knit it. Maybe this is supposed to be like this. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. And I was trying to unravel this, but then I realized, you know what? This could be a handle for something. So I'm gonna keep it as is. So yeah, a bit of a positive note. Also, I was writing down my grandma's stories. Some of them are really funny. Some of them are teaching stories. But I'm working on that, and I will be working on fixing my project to then send to my supervisors. But that's for tomorrow. Today is Sunday, and yeah, that's it. And that's enough. But I'll be back. That's a threat. Bye bye.